Hi, once again, I'm welcoming you to my channel. In today's episode, we are going to discuss about the major challenges concerning using a direct modeling technique of concrete. You see, modeling with concrete is very, very interesting in the sense that the way you'll be putting your paste, applying it, using your fingers, using your tools, using whatever tool you find, you lay your hands on. Different tools we use in sculpture, you use them to work on the surfaces of the sculpture. It's very, very interesting. But the challenge is that you must be patient with the material you are working with because of sagging, and at times dropping. As you work for some time, you wait for the thing to dry a little bit. You may be doing other things around, then you go back. You continue going back and forth. But the major challenge there is that you must have patience so that you'll be able to achieve the desired goal. So if you look at what I'm doing now, you see, I laid this very mortar some minutes ago, waiting for the thing to cure. If not, it will start dropping, and it means you will be losing the forms, and which will lead to delay, and at times you will lose some of the features you have already gotten. So, but with patience and perseverance, you will get there, and you will not be disappointed by the end of the day.
Okay.
So,
Okay. I would like to ask you, Prof, are there health challenges, that one might have to deal with if you decide to work with this medium?
I don't see one coming now. Apart, this one is one of the best materials to work with because it's unlike the other materials like the fiber glass, the resin, accelerator, catalyst. The smell alone and the material, the particles can cause cancer.
Okay.
Those ones can cause cancer. The smell of the resin is another problem. These can cause a lot of health challenges. But I always advise my students that after you work in an open place, not in an enclosed place, so that you have enough air.
Ventilation. That's
Coming
important,
in.
yes.
So that's why most of the time we go out to do the casting. When you do that in an open air, it helps to protect you health-wise. And after each work, you take milk, pig milk. That's what we have here, the liquid one, in order to bring down some of those things you have inhaled. It's a must that you must take milk, or else.
I would like to know, now you've raised my curiosity a bit. I would like to know, is this scientifically proven that milk could help to curb the health hazard that
Yes,
one
of
might
course.
incur from this kind of work?
Yes, of course. If you go to any company that deals with chemicals abroad, you see that first of all they cover their face, they wear face masks. It's because of things like that, and the company always give them the sachet or those sachet milk, big one.
That
They take
once they are done with such work. Huh?
once as they are working, they give them milk at intervals, even when they finish. The essence is that it will help to bring down whatever they have inhaled during accidentally or otherwise during the work. So there's no chemical company in the world that
Doesn't have
don't
to give that to
give
their staff.
their staff milk to take.
Oh,
But you know, in Nigeria
that is
now,
interesting. That's interesting.
so here we do that. I always ensure that after working with resin or materials like that, you take milk, and they always cover their nose. You see now I'm not covering my nose because of this material, but I cannot work with resin without covering my. I can't work with resin without covering my nose because I know the implication of doing that. If you fail to cover your nose, it means you are looking for a serious trouble. So that
Okay.
is why.
Now, back to the work, the object or the subject of our discussion. This armless Christ that we have seen you develop to this point, I think I'm beginning to fall in love with, the rhythm of your hand movement, and how it's turning out. I'm beginning to love it. Could there be some, I don't know, is it some form of skill that is attached to it? Because I'm loving the forms. How did you achieve this? How did you achieve this? I'd like to know.
I achieve it through hard work and experience. If you go to my undergraduate days at the University of Benin, if you go to a Kenwa campus precisely, you see a direct modeled work
You produce that.
I produce. It's like a monument, about 13 feet of coal miner.
That's
A
interesting.
coal miner with a mixed media, because I have to attach other things using light. You can see the touch which those miners use. I'm referring to those miners at Enugu, those people that started the labor agitation in Nigeria when they were agitating for three pence, and they were giving only one then the coal miners riot at Enugu. So I called that my first degree project in sculpture at University of Benin. I called it coal sweat.
Cold sweat.
Because they are talking about the sweat.
Mm-hmm.
In as much as there is dignity in labor,
In labor.
a laborer deserves his wages. So I titled that work
Cold sweat.
You will see that big gigantic monument of the coal miner trying to research our interest in what happened to us in the past during the coal miner episode.
Okay. Having come to this point, I would like to know, what are you looking to finish here? Are you going to? I'm seeing the iron behind of the frame of the cross. Are you going to use cement on that too?
I'm going to cover it
with cement as well.
Yes, with concrete.
With concrete. Oh, sorry, concrete. That's the language.
Yeah.
That's the language. Yeah.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So when it's sculpture, the language changes from cement to concrete.
Because it's not only cement.
Yeah.
It's a recipe.
It is.
You have the sand. You have water. You have many other things.
Yeah, that make up the material.
The material.
So we'll give it the name.
It's
concrete.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. So you're going to use concrete to cover up the cross.
Yes.
Yeah. So everything is uniformed.
Yeah.
Bearing the same kind of material and color, texture. Yeah. So are you going to paint?
No.
Oh, really?
I don't want to do that. Like I told you before, I said I'm going to use bee wax.
Oh, bee wax, yes. Yes, you mentioned that.
Bee wax.
And the effect is going to hide most of the pores that I see, like you mentioned.
You see, the way I will treat it, it will come out very well. You may not even understand the material again by then.
Okay.
And it will look interesting and can stand the test of time outdoor.
All right. All right, Prof. Thank you for today's lecture and discussion. It was nice talking to you and talking with you.
Thank you.
God bless you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.